Hey, it's Dorleen. Welcome to my channel and my creative life. I am working on a scrapbook layout today using some products from Gently Schoolcraft where we make pretty crafty things. This layout is going to talk about kind of an unusual holiday tradition of ours. Now, I'm going to be using this Mad for Plaid by Photoplay, and there's a set of die cuts and a set of puffy stickers. Both of those I got from the Gently Schoolcraft website. These are 6x6 pads that I own, and so I'm pulling them out, which I thought matched well with the die cuts and the collection. So I'm just trimming off the little edges to make these 6x6 pieces of paper, and I'm going to stack them in the middle of my craft paper base. Now, I love all these plaids, and the fun thing is even though they're kind of busy, I don't think they overwhelm, and I think they really do work together. One, because the colors all match, and two, because they're different size plaids. I would love the buffalo check, the red one. That is the last piece that I have of this, so you're going to see me trim some of that down so I can keep some of it. Now, I don't normally do one page one photo layouts, but I do every so often. And when I do, I really want to showcase them. And there usually has to be a reason why there's only one picture. Now, in this particular case, we have our family Christmas Eve at one of my cousin's house. And they have a neighbor across the street that overdoes it with lights. I mean, even though you can't really see the background of this, and a lot of it is glare from my own personal light. That is literally how it's lit up. I mean, it is like the Griswolds came to life or came to the neighborhood. So we always take a picture in front of it. Now, that is a tradition only because it's the neighbor's tradition, right? So I think that's kind of unusual, and that's why I said unusual holiday tradition. Yeah, that's definitely it. Do you have any? I'd love to hear them. If you leave a comment down below, I'd appreciate that. So I'm just going through the die cuts, and I'm punching them out, because some of them have layers. I really like that one on the bottom with the house, because I thought, it is kind of showcasing the house next door or across the street because of the lights. So I thought that one was perfect there as kind of the main cluster for this layout. And then this one here, I was actually looking at the Santa, and then I realized, hey, these have some brackets and they have some fun stuff included in this. So I really like the idea of using the brackets, because when you think about brackets in, like words and when you're typing, they are there to really separate or showcase a certain statement or something. And I thought in this case, that's kind of what it's doing. It's really separating the fun and the embellishments within this layout. So that's my thought for that. Again, I'm just really playing around, not sure what I'm doing. I'm just laying things out. And folks, I'm sure you're just like me. We can do this all day. Sometimes just one little thing, if I move it to the right, if I put it up a little bit, move it to the left, whatever it is, you just know when it's right, even though you're just moving it just a tiny bit. It's so crazy, but I know you know what I'm talking about. So anyhow, I really wanted to use that December 24th little ticket thing or postmark, because it was December 24th. It's always Christmas Eve when we hang out with my husband's side of the family, and then we spend Christmas Day with my side of the family. So I'm just using my tape runner just to add a little bit of tape to hold those things together, because I knew that's how I wanted it. Like I mentioned, I really wanted to save some of that red plaid or that buffalo check, because that was my last piece. Now, I could have done it for the other ones, but I just wasn't too worried about it because I have plenty of sheets on those. So I just put some adhesive on the back using my ATG, or maybe I'm using my double-sided tape. I can't remember. But I'm using my T-square ruler to put that one polka dot paper straight, or I should say straight-ish. I feel like nothing I do is ever straight, and that's okay. I'm fine with that. And I'm just really using my tape runner to just start adhering things down, because folks, if I don't adhere them down, I'm going to be moving and shuffling and not making a decision for hours. Again, I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I use a combination of my ATG, the tape runner, and also some liquid adhesive to adhere all these little pieces here and there all over the layout. Look at how cute this is. I love all these little clusters Excuse me. And even though there's one photo, I have 4 pattern papers on here. I have lots of embellishment, but I feel like it's not overwhelming the page because it's on the diagonal. And so it is allowing your eye to kind of move through the page. And you know what? It's fun. So now I'm using the puffy stickers, which I didn't realize how much I loved puffy stickers until I started playing with these. Now, this one right here, it says Holiday Traditions. But I don't know if you'll notice. It starts, in my opinion, I feel like it starts curling up, and I don't know if it's going to stick. So I just put a little bit of adhesive on the bottom of that, and I'm going to use an acrylic block to just kind of hold it down for a minute, just to give it a little bit more pressure. But these little circles on the bottom are supposed to be like sequins, even though they're not sparkly, but that's the look they have. And so I'm scattering those here and there. There's some stars. I do end up using that snowman. I just love the way this layout is looking. There's a lot going on, like I mentioned, but I don't feel like it's overwhelming the pictures. I did use some little sparkle, what is this stuff called? Like glitter glue. And I'm putting some little sparkle here and there because, you know, we are talking about lights. I am going to do some strip journaling, which is basically writing my journals on strips of paper. Now, these have adhesive on the background, so it makes it a little bit easier. But I'm basically just writing how this neighbor, you know, just always does it up, and we have to take a picture in front because that is our unusual Christmas holiday tradition. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about Genly Schoolcraft website. Folks, you are going to find stuff that you didn't know you needed. Well, then again, that's how we always do. But on this site, she has a lot of new and gently used items, and they're unbelievable budget-friendly prices. And I mean, check it out. You will be so happy that you did. I have found plenty of things, and I also have a coupon code. So if you place an order, you can use my name, Dorleen, and the spelling will be in the information box, as well as a link to her website, excuse me, and also my blog, and you'll get an additional 10% off whatever you buy. Now, when I say new and gently used, so new products, these could be products that have either been retired or no longer sold in stores, you know, things like that. Gently used, you know, that I know that makes sense to you. So I know for my own self, I have plenty of stamps or plenty of products that I may have used once and then realized I don't really need it anymore. So these are the type of things that I'm talking about. So as you can imagine, there's not going to be multiples and multiples and multiples of different things. So if you see an item you like, you got to make sure you buy it because it might not be there later. But anyhow, check it out. Like I said, all the links are in the information box below. Make sure you like this video. Leave me a comment on your favorite holiday tradition. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.